Welcome back. Let's get you some international news now. In a hugely significant development that could have serious ramifications for the global economy, rating agency Standard & Poor has downgraded the US credit rating from top rank AAA to AA+. The safest bets are stamped AAA. That's what and that's where US debt stood 4 years. Moody's first assigned the United States an AAA rating in 1970, but this downgrade by S&P comes after, according to the agency, the United States failed to manage the debt crisis. But in a statement released shortly after downgrading the U.S. Ratings, in fact, that U.S. credit rating, in a statement released shortly, it says that the downgrade reflects our opinion that the fiscal consolidation plan that the Congress and the United States administration recently agreed to falls short of what, in our view, would be necessary to stabilize the government's medium-term debt dynamics, unquote. Interestingly, the U.S. debt crisis got worse just after President Obama assured the people of his country that things were going to get better.
But what I want the American people and our partners around the world to know is this: we are going to get through this. Things will get better, and we're going to get there together. The bipartisan compromise on deficit reduction was important in terms of putting us on sounder fiscal footing going forward. But let's be honest. The process was divisive, it was delayed, and if we want our businesses to have the confidence they need to get cash off the sidelines and invest and hire, then we've got to do better than that.
Well, back home in India, here's how India's finance minister reacted on the US ratings downgrade.
We have to analyze it. It requires some time, and situation is grave. There is no gain of making off-the-cuff remarks.
Well, let's get back home to some national news. Has the legal process in the Gujarat riot cases been compromised? Well, senior police officer Sanjeev R. Bhatt has told the Supreme Court that the Gujarat government, which is meant to prosecute those accused of the communal riots of 2002, has actually been leaking information for use in their defense. The affidavit has several email exchanges which expose the collusion between the prosecution team and defense lawyers. The email exchanges between Gujarat's Additional Attorney General Tushar Mehta and RSS ideologue S. Gurumurthy clearly show how Mehta leaked classified probe details of the Special Investigation Team to Mr. Gurumurthy. Now, these investigation details were then forwarded to defense lawyers like Ram and Mahesh Jethmalani. The emails also show how the SIT classified information was also shared with Amit Shah, Modi's close aide, who was Home Minister at the time of the riots. Now, this raises serious questions about the role of the Gujarat government in compromising the riot cases. If the email evidence given in the affidavit is authentic, it's clear that the government was drafting prosecuting papers and sharing those drafts with the defense at the same time. The other big question: how is an ideologue directing the entire strategy in simultaneous correspondence with the prosecution and defense? This also calls into question the role of the Special Investigation Team itself. Now, here's another of NDTV's exclusive, the latest revelations from the CAG report on the financial mess that our national carrier Air India is in. The report indicates how very questionable decisions were taken to bring the airline to the state that it is in. Air India is suffering from 200 crore worth of loss. The term under investigation is the last 5 years, when Praful Patel was the civil aviation minister, although he's not been named. In some more national-related news, Congress President Sonia Gandhi, who has been operated upon in the United States for an ailment not revealed by the Congress Party, has now been shifted out of the ICU. The Congress Party just issued a statement saying that the family has expressed gratitude for all the messages and good wishes that they have in fact been sent to her. The Congress President is expected to be away for a minimum of 3 weeks.
Sonia Gandhi remained in the ICU for 24 hours and has thereafter been moved out. Her family has expressed gratitude on her behalf for all the messages and good wishes that have been sent to her.
Moving on, the captain and chief engineer of the MV Rakh carrier that sank off the coast of Mumbai were today arrested and charged with negligence. The captain and the chief officer were produced in court and have been released on bail of 25,000 rupees each and have to deposit their passports. 30 crew members on board the MV Rakh were rescued on Thursday. These are more of the dramatic shots of the last few minutes before the vessel went underwater with 60,000 metric tons of coal on board. Well, plenty more entertainment-related news coming your way on Headlines Now. Do stay with us. We'll be right back.